In one of the most idyllic parts of the island of Ireland, a young man plays games, or at least most people would think, but the wall of trophies next to him might say otherwise. This is Joshua Shane Henry, born the 20th of February 2010, second child of Shane and Katrina, and brother to big sister Jessica and younger brothers James and Jack. A kind, friendly and intelligent young lad with an extreme passion for motorsport.
And the one person who has taken it all in his stride to now lead outright by 3.5 seconds is the 13-year-old sensation Joshua Henry. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I pulled it out of my pocket, but I had a wild nasty one up there in my first corner. I locked up the back and she went out sideways on me, but I managed to bag it up.
Unbelievable.
At the age of just 13, the softly spoken boy from Donegal was winning his debut motorsport series unconvincingly. Well, Joshua began to get recognised and set his sights on the next step, the Irish Championship for Circuit Racing, which his Mini Cooper would fit straight in to the Pat's Tire Equipment Junior Mini Championship. But that wasn't all, as the former Irish Tarmac Rally champion Donna Kelly agreed a 3-year deal for Joshua to race for his stable's motorsport team. The whole family realised this was a big deal, and everyone mucked in over the off-season to keep Joshua's fitness and motivation high. Not that it wasn't already high enough, with a big year ahead. Dad Shane and Uncle David had the car prepped to perfection, and it was time to get the 24 season underway. First up, 2 non-scoring races at Mondello, which seen a pair of great results. Then came an invite to Milligan Park in June to test an elite motorsport Ginetta Junior. And Joshua's natural talent shone through once again. By July, it was time to get down to business as the Pat's Tire Equipment Junior Mini Championship kicked off, with Joshua repeating the results from the non-points races in April. Round 2 in August saw the championship head over the water to the Anglesey circuit in Wales, where Joshua made a big statement, netting 2 wins along with a lap record. Round 3 and they headed north to Kirkeston on the Ards Peninsula, which was a challenging event with race 2 being settled in the steward's office. Nonetheless, at the halfway point in the series, Joshua now led the championship. Even more challenging things were to come at round 4 in September, with Joshua having his first big scare. Heavy contact with the barrier at over 70 miles an hour in qualifying left the stable's car in bad shape, but the team got it straightened out and their boy repaid them with 2 epic comeback drives. It was time for something different at round 5, which saw the young Irish stars take to the virtual world on the digital motorsport simulators, where Joshua extended his points lead heading into the final round that very next day. So this is it, the final round of the series on the Mondello Park National Circuit.
No, let's not. I'll put music over it.
And whilst the weather might look glorious, it was anything but, with Storm Ashley set to bring winds of up to 80 miles an hour, causing chaos for the cameramen.
give us a couple of words before you head out. How are we going to do?
P1.
P1, that's it.
No bother. No bother.
No bother to these fearless youngsters. As Joshua prepares for qualifying, he is joined on the pre-grid by two of his friends from the Donegal town area, Jaden McBrearty and Dahi Kennedy. Qualifying goes to plan as Joshua sets the second fastest time in the session, a tenth of a second off title rival Jack Files.
How do you feel about that? So hard to beat. Solid. All he needs is a good start now. There it is. Yeah. Good bring it home. Play. Aye, it's the right place, all right.
As the boys checked out the grid slots and topped up on some tea, word started to filter around the paddock that certain cars and drivers had been excluded from the qualifying results by the scrutineers. A total of 4 to be exact, including top qualifier Jack Files, meaning that Joshua was promoted to pole position. Let's take a look at the scrutineers' reasoning for the exclusions. Technical Regulation 4.6.3 states the bodywork/exterior must be standard in all respects except for the amendments specified in these regulations. And here's exactly what the scrutineers seen: removal of indicator lamps from the front bumper, which may allow cold air to flow into the engine bay and potentially gain a small power advantage.
Brought live to you if you're watching on the live stream by the Beacon Hospital, and we're ready to go racing with the Patch Tire Equipment Junior Minis, and away they go. Joshua Henry and Leo Richardson it is. Richardson on the outside. Logan Hoy making it 3 abreast as they go under the bridge. Hoy on the outside. Great start from the second round. He's down the outside in the brakes. He's round the outside, but he's getting a little bit of help there. It's 3 abreast still as they exit Castrol Corner. Excuse me. Through Campion for the first time. Great grid of these junior minis, 1.6 Mini Coopers. Richardson it is from McBrearty, it looks like. Then it's Henry back up to 3rd place. Then it's Hoy. Then it's Irvine. It's not raining at the moment. You might think it is, but it did rain during the lunch break. The track should be dry enough now. There's young Files all the way from the back. Holly Dunyan gets caught up with Taft there on the outside in the Mondello Park scholarship car. Here they come now up towards Southside Motor Factor's corner for the first time. And it's Richardson. Then it's McBrearty. McBrearty really going well in the second half of the season. He was very quick last time out. Then young Joshua Henry gets alongside him. Or does he? I think he does. McBrearty not leaving too much room, but I think Henry has got that just about. He does on the inside. Then it's Hoy, Irvine, Files all the way from the back. Great stuff, young Jack Files. And it looks like Dahi Kennedy. Hard to identify the cars now. A lot of bright sunshine, even though it's hazy. It's unusual weather at Mondello Park today. Richardson though defends heavily. Henry goes high and wide, looking for a switchback, but Richardson has that cover, so they both run out to the outside. Files tries to get up the inside that time of Irvine. Is it? No, McBrearty. He's attacking now. Fastest lap is Joshua Henry in second place. That's Kennedy actually in that battle that goes through we were talking about earlier. Henry beginning to move around now from left to right. You can see that he had a look down the inside, then back to the outside. Probably getting a little bit anxious. He knows their car is closing up, so if he's going to get a move done, he wants to do it pretty quickly. class, and it's fantastic because these young drivers are the future. They'll move on to other saloon GT classes, single seaters, whatever they want to do. There's Irvine with a lunge down the inside of Henry. Henry didn't see that one coming. Now that was well timed again. We're seeing a lot of that today. Last minute lunges into the final corner. Files the one on a charge here, though. That's what Henry's got to watch out for here, because that's championship stuff. Henry is leading the championship. Files is second. On drop scores, Files 14 points ahead. Oh, Henry takes it back down the inside, giving me place back. Just throws it down the inside into Castrol corner, and just literally reciprocated by him. And again, racing room given. It's hard racing, but haven't been any contact. Files all over these two now. He'll be hoping they keep scrapping and he gets a run at them on the way out through that first apex at turn 3. And Files down the inside of Irvine. Irvine turns in. Files is there, takes off the lock. Doesn't keep turning in, nobody gets spun around. That slowed them both just a little bit, and that'll allow Henry to get away. Files is along. Files got away a little bit in those two corners. And Hoy is the one who's surely going to have a look here, and he does, down the inside of McBrearty, who covers it and also gets up the inside of Irvine at the same time. Once again, racing room given. Still two mirrors on those cars as they come towards us, hard as it is to believe. Checkered flag, too early, we could have let them run for a lap. Oh, just as I say it, they stayed apart all race long, but a little bit of elbowing on the run to the line. Leo Richardson takes the win. Superb drive from that young man in the Mount Marion Cars machine. Then Joshua Henry in the Stables car. Jack Files, what a race from way back, a charging race.
It's more points in the bag, and as the family anxiously await the final race, the team get to work prepping the car, and it is soon discovered that an ABS fault was causing Joshua some braking issues in race 1. But it's going to take more than a couple of rear wheel hubs and an ABS sensor or two to stop this team.
They go neck and neck for the first two. Logan Hoy with a good start. McBrearty dropping back slightly there as they head down under the BMW bridge and down to Castrol corner for the first time. It is Joshua Henry who leads in the Stables car, gets turned in and gets to the apex first. Richardson second, but being attacked around the outside now by Logan Hoy, who now has the inside line for Campion corner, takes second place away from him. In fact, Joshua Henry a little bit wide there, but has got away. He's got himself 2 or 3 lengths in this early lap as they head up the hill. Doesn't defend at all. He's very mature, this young man. He's not alone on the grid. There's a lot of real talent on this one. And Logan Hoy, I should say, up to second place and not letting him get away now as they come down and cross the start-finish line at the end of lap 1. It's Henry, it's Hoy, Richardson, McBrearty, Kyle Irvine, Martin Finnegan, Jack Files way up 4 places, then Taft, Dunyan, Kennedy, Dowling, Liam McManus and Ailish Sexton. Joshua Henry out front. Fastest lap though is to Hoy, who's right with him, isn't he? It's the first two coming up to the last corner there. Then that gap back. Then it's Richardson. Brave stuff from Richardson. Doesn't defend there. Doesn't cost himself any time. That's what he needs to do. He's got a chance of breaking away from these guys. He needs to do that. Full clean racing line. It can go wrong if you leave the door open. You can. Here they come. There's our leader. Definitely getting away. Look at the way he's weaving around on the brakes. The car moving under him. Doesn't mind. Great car control, that young man. There's Richardson. There's Files. 1:41 is all we have to go here between Joshua Henry and I suspect the title. We'll wait till later on when the points are added up. I think this is going to bring the championship to Donegal. It's been very close fought with loads of talent all year. The Irvine car, we just saw it. Here comes Henry, I should say. Joshua Henry, provisionally the champion in this one. We will add up the points, but it looks like the Donegal back driver is going to pay back his mentor in spades for this one. Fist in the air. Is that Shane Henry there? Someone giving him the thumbs up, and he reciprocates as he crosses the line to take a great win. Joshua Henry breaks up Logan.
Good feeling?
Yeah.
Huh?
It was amazing.
You just sealed that in style that time.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, there's some times I said I didn't know if this would happen, but it came out in the end.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
I seen it from the start.